Wonder how pain can fuel purpose? Here's how I transformed my loss into a business that helped to heal other people. Today, we're going to talk about how I use my pain and skills to start a unique business. Hello, I want to welcome you back to my channel, Grow with Tahira, and here I help women to heal, thrive, and rebuild after life transitions. So, what I did when I started my business. So before I dive into that, I want to just share, when my late husband passed away at the height of the pandemic in 2020, it was during a time where there was travel restrictions and shelter-in-place orders. So I'm originally from the East Coast and from Harlem, New York. My family could not travel to the state of California to be by my side due to travel restrictions. So it was a really difficult time for me to bury my husband without my family with me. I did have a close friend who came to be by my side, but she came and she left the same day, which I'm appreciative for her presence being there. However, my mom and my dad and my siblings could not be there. So what I did was I actually asked my close friend if she can record my late husband's funeral on Zoom for our family and friends who aren't able to attend in person. They can at least pay their respects virtually. So I explained to her exactly how I wanted this to go. I explained to her that after we go through the actual burial proceedings, I would like to open up the floor for our loved ones to have words of expressions, because it was important that they had opportunity to express themselves so that they could have some kind of closure and connection after Antar's passing. So she did that. And when I went home when everything was over, the funeral's over, my friend's, she's heading back to Boston. I'm home alone, I'm in my bed. I decided to watch the recording of my late husband's funeral, and I just cried listening, watching the service, because it just brought so much comfort to my heart to hear the outpour of love that my family and friends had for me and the admiration they expressed for Antar. So it was something that comforted me deeply. Well, fast forward 4 months afterwards, a close sister friend of mine lost her husband, and I wanted to be there for her in the same way that my friend was there for me when we recorded his service. So what I did was I asked if it was okay if I can host a Zoom for her and his close family and friends to attend if they are unable to attend in person. So we did just that, and let me tell you something, it was over 100 people who attended the Zoom, and it was a success in terms of the intentions were met. Well, lo and behold, there was a funeral director that was on that Zoom who needed someone to help facilitate Zoom services for her funeral homes. So I did that because, I needed to bring in extra cash. So I took that on. And then I want to say a couple of months later, I realized I can actually turn this into a business. So that's when I began to do my research. I studied on virtual funerals, and what does that entail? And I looked up competitors, and I saw what they offer, and I had my own unique advantage. So I did my research. I studied the market, and I launched Hearts Connecting. And Hearts Connecting was a virtual funeral memorial service where we facilitate virtual funerals for family and friends who are unable to attend in person. And let me tell you, we've helped thousands of people in this business. We've helped people connect from all over the world, from Japan to London to Germany to Afghanistan to the United States to Hawaii. I mean, we really made an impact. And what was so special about this were that it pains people to not be able to attend a loved one's funeral in person. It's one of the most helpless feelings that someone can experience when their loved one passed away and they cannot be there in person. So this business really helped to bridge the gap and to connect hearts and to help them on their journey of healing. So with that, you may be experiencing something similar where you're going through a pain. You're going through a pain point right now, and your experience is actually a solution for someone else. So you can use your personal loss into a professional purpose. So just think about what it is that you're going through right now that you definitely see there's a need in the market for, that you believe that you have the capability to form a business. You have the capability of doing the research. You have the capability of seeking mentors. You have the capability of adding some of your own creative edge to it. Look into there and see where your purpose lies. Also, make very clear intentions as to what the mission is for what you're doing, and also define the impact for what it is that you're doing. So one of the impacts that Hearts Connecting provided, we had an impact of connecting people from all over the world. And we also had an impact for the family who was actually attending in person. They had a recording of the virtual services that was facilitated, and they have a lifetime access to this recording, which we uploaded onto our private professional YouTube channel that's only available for the family members who have the link. We created a dynamic slideshow of a photo collage of their deceased loved ones who we kind of got their life in chronological order, and it's something so spectacular. So that's the impact. It's healing hearts from near and far. Also, you want to leverage your existing skills to building something meaningful. So although I get nervous in front of the camera, and although sometimes I prefer to not facilitate, what I have to say is, like, when I do facilitate, I know that that's a really great skill that I have. I have a skill of connecting people. I have a skill of breaking the ice, and I have a skill of people feeling comfortable in my presence. So I leverage that skill. I also have a skill of organizing and executing, and a skill of building websites. So I built my own website. I organized my website in terms of the content that was needed on the website. So when the customers come on there, they can read it and they clearly know what this business is for. So you may do the same, like organize your skill and leverage your skills. If you're an excellent communicator, if you're a dynamic manager or leader, if you have extremely amazing tech skills, even if you have good tech skills, they have to be extremely amazing. But if you have good tech skills, like, utilize your strengths and your unique gifts. Excuse me. And then lastly, create a unique offering based on your personal experience. I mean, who best can lead a virtual funeral or memorial for people who aren't able to attend in person, and also for the client who hired us to have a recording of the services, then they can watch later on after the service, other than me and those who experience it. It's like, I know what it's like to have to stand at the burial site and not have my sister or my mom by my side. I understand that pain. I also understand the immense comfort that comes when you are alone and you are watching the recording of your loved one's funeral, and the amount of comfort it brings. I know, because I've experienced that. So your experience holds significance, and your experience holds an advantage. So utilize your experience to help you create a unique offering to the market. So with that, it's something that you can also do, like if you have difficulties like identifying this, you can survey your family and friends. You can survey those who you work with. You can survey people to pull ideas and gather feedback to help you figure out what you're going to offer. So with that said, if you turn a challenge into a success, drop it in the chat. Please drop it in the comments, because I want us to inspire each other. We're here to inspire each other. The rebrand, well, with Hearts Connected, it's still in existence, but I get customers based upon referral. The website is no longer in existence. I actually transitioned from there. But if a client needs a service, I will definitely take on the client, but I do not actively promote the business. The business has done so well while it existed. My customers come from referral base only. So with that said, you can lead to purpose. Your pain can lead to purpose. Take your experiences and build something meaningful that will help others to thrive. Until next time.